local derby, two very famous cup fighting sides. Warrington here, 5 appearances at Wembley, but a very young back division out there with Ford, Carbert and Foster, but certainly no more experienced half-backs than those two men at 6 and 7, Ken Kelly and Andy Gregory. And in Andy Gregory, the new world record signing, £75,000, signed on the eve of the cup deadline and snatched from one of the very noses of Wigan. Wigan thought they had the man, Warrington nipped in and took him away. But one signature that Wigan didn't miss, that was the signature of the Australian half-back, Brett Kenny. And Brett Kenny, he'll be in that Wigan side, a very famous Wigan side, typical Cherry and Hoops, but a good pack, Courtney, Kiss, West and Potter, all very, very experienced players. And two men in particular I'm looking for, the two wings, Ferguson and Henderson-Gill. They've got the pace. And the man, I'm sure, to get the passing and distribution to those wings is Brett Kenny, all the way from Parramatta in Sydney, and a fine player. Well, alongside me, as usual, I have Alec Murphy. Alec, the coach originally at Wigan when they were runners-up last year, now sensational news, appointed coach to Lee again this morning.
Yes, and it's very nice to be back in the game, Ray, and when you think that they've got Huddersfield on Sunday, which I think we're quite capable of winning, and being no disrespect to Hunslet in the next round, we could start off with a good run.
So we could be seeing you with a good cup run on the bench for the third round?
Yes, you could, and you could also might see us at Wembley.
Well, looking at today's game, either of these two sides, Wigan or Warrington, would they fear you? You've coached both.
Well, no side would fear me, actually. I know about both sides, and either one would do us at Lee.
So you're going on your way to Wembley?
Yes, I'll be going on the way to Wembley if we get through Huddersfield first.
But also you've got a relegation problem, Alec. You know, many are tipping you to go second division.
Well, it's not the end of the world, but I can go down there and do my best, and that's all I can do.
Well, you always have done whatever you have been.
Thank you.
Referee Jim Smith of Halifax, one of the new up-and-coming referees, gets the game underway. And Ian Potter to... to receive the ball. Wigan, one of the few sides in modern times not to change the design of the shirt, still the old traditional cherry and white hoops, and Warrington with the blue and primrose hoop. Both sides in a local derby like this, very, very keen to get to grips with the game, but I think referee John Smith, he's eager in these early stages to separate them, keep them apart. Let's get the rugby playing. I think that's what we'll be going through his mind. Kiss. Wigan using the forwards. Early ball, good ball to Kenny, to West. Good movement from this big New Zealand second row, number 11, Graham West. Playing some of his best rugby today this last 2 or 3 months. Wigan on the attack. Forward to Potter. Oh, good tackle from number 6, Ken Kelly. And Andy Gregg. I think we'll see these two Warrington half-backs tackling as much as the forwards. To 4. It's a long one. Is it accurate? Oh, yes, it's a cracker. Excellent kick. Superb kick from youngster Michael Ford, one of the local Wigan lads in the side, just making his way in the game. Referee Jim Smith insistent that the defending side in rugby league make the mark for the scrum. this Warrington ball. Wigan already beaten Warrington twice in the league matches this season, but of course, as everybody knows, cup rugby, well, it's vital difference. Gregory, good strong bullocking run from Bob Jackson. Warrington coach Reg Bowden signed the lad from Fulham. Little bit of indecision here in the Warrington ranks. I think the strength of this Wigan tackling coming up very, very fierce. Oh, easy ball. But the touch judge is on, obviously. Mr. Unsworth, the touch judge with his yellow flag, seen an off-the-ball incident.
I think you'll find here as they throw the ball back, just watch David Stevenson, the Wigan centre, bang, right round the head, and that was a good decision by the touch judge.
Good standoffs and they hit each other like tearing in the place to Canterbury played against Warrington in the final. They didn't try and hit each other, just mount each other, like pump each other, and they didn't try to swim. Yeah, well, get all the gear off.
Well, yes, he's giving Brian Carbot the kick to the ball from where the offence originally took place. And it's a good kick. Brian Carbot then puts Warrington first time in possession. Yes, Ken Kelly. No.
It's only when he goes in his touchline is.
a gap. Has he got support? Yes, Ken Kelly. No, just hasn't got the legs. And who tackled him? Youngster number 7, Ford again. But a penalty. How many times this season have we seen on the television, on the box, that the referee giving penalty for players lying on at the tackle, and yet players never seem to learn. The Rugby League gave a directive out to referees this season. They informed all the clubs, they informed the Players' Union. There will be no lying on at the tackle, and yet week in and week out we see it. And here's an opportunity for 2 points for Carver. About 35 yards, just to the right of the post. Just started kicking for the club. 25 goals to his credit. Oh, it's a good one. Yes, it looked to me as if it was veering to the right of the post, but no. First 2 points to Warrington then. 2 points to 0 for Warrington.
And this is what the penalty was. Ken Kelly runs with the ball and he goes down. He's well held down there. It's a very, very good tackling deal. But the penalty's been given for not allowing the man Mick Ford, not allowing Ken Kelly to play the ball.
15 minutes gone, still in Warrington with that 2 points to nil lead. Wigan on the attack. We'll be looking to this man, Brett Kenny, to be moving the ball to the flanks. Gill, touch. It's nice to see the Wigan side, though, moving the ball to the wings. Far too many teams playing the ball down the middle, but Wigan certainly use these two wings, Henderson Gill and John Ferguson. Scrum now 10 yards from the Warrington line. No, referee Smith not happy with that. Arms spread apart, he wants the packs apart. Well, I think Warrington went down a little too early. Foot up. And forward, quickly taken. Good move by that youngster, Kenny. Oh, he's got space on the outside to Ferguson. Oh, he's dropped it. Oh. Well, I think that could have been a certain try. Everything came from the quick thinking of youngster Ford. He took the tap penalty so quickly.
Well, this is a lovely tap penalty from Ford. A beautiful ball to Kenny, draws all the cover in. And who thinks that Ferguson misses chances like this? I thought the ball was forward, but just look at that. He'd never missed them all season.
Having difficulty getting out of this 25-yard area. The forwards not making the ground that they should be. 3 tackles there absorbed in the space of 5 yards. Little Gregory scottering away from half-back, but no way through. Good high or well taken by David Stevenson. Oh, and a good tackle. 20 minutes gone, Warrington still 2-0 in the lead, looking for the first try. Oh, Ferguson! Oh! He takes some bowling, this lad. He looks to have lost a boot. He'll be back in action shortly. Wigan on the attack. To Case. To West. Oh, Gregory jumped up at him, but he swatted him off like a fly. Gill. And he still gets it away. To Donlan. To Kenny. To Edwards. Oh, well backed up to Edwards. No. Wigan though, 8 yards from the Warrington line. Six tackle coming up. It's a high one again. Test for Ford. Oh, Wigan's got it, young Ford. Oh. Well, it was a bit like ring of roses there, Alex.
Yes, and I think the difference is, Ray, why Warrington can't get over their own 25 is the extra poundage in weight. Wigan seem to have a couple of stone heavier in that pack, and they're making it tell.
Yes, a great tradition for packs in Wigan. With, I remember players like Frank Collier and Brian McTeague. Still that tradition being carried on. Tugging again. Back to play the ball. Once the referee is a judge that the tackle has been made, you can't play at the ball. Interesting to see whether Gregory actually will be fully match fit for this game. He didn't play for his previous club witness for many months before this transfer. To Warrow. Moylan. Looking to launch Eccles, but oh, good pass to Paul Ford, linked up very, very well. But oh, and he's going in. Well, there was another ball on the field. I suddenly thought we got the wrong ball, but he's in at the corner. Yes! Oh, yes, a snap try. Mark Foster, quick thinking, quick play the ball, and it's Warrington 6-0. But I wonder whether Wigan, like myself, got mixed up with two balls being on the pitch there. There was one on the floor, there was one to hand. But certainly the Warrington side didn't. Mark Foster, he got the ball in his hands and he was over. And what an experience for that youngster.
And I think this is a very, very good try for Wigan. There you can see the ball on the field. It may have taken him off, but there's a little bit of slack play here as the players carried on. It's a quick play, the ball here, and it's good thinking by young Ford. He sees the blind side wide open, he moves the ball, Ferguson was at fault, and Foster has no problem putting that over.
It's a long kick for Brian Carbett, but he did kick 7 in the previous round against Sheffield Eagles. Wigan fans trying to pull him off. He's certainly got the height. Oh, and he's got the direction. A magnificent kick from that youngster. Certainly in kicking form, and 8 points to 0 for Warrington. And just look at those Warrington fans. They're delighted. They were underdogs coming into this match.
And this is it again with younger Paul Ford here. As he holds the ball, he just slips it out. And it's a lovely break by Warrington. He knocks it back. Now just watch how quick he plays the ball. This is very important because Ford, who's already been tackled once, he's up behind and supports the man. And as he plays it quick, he sees a big gap on the blind side. Ferguson at fault again, and Foster can't believe his luck.
Warrington already. Wigan's ball. Oop. Edwards. Well, for a little lad there, he took his life into his hands on the blind side of a pack. It's a case. Potter. Ooh, it looked almost interception, but Kenny's done some good from it. David Stevenson. Oh, he's got Donlan with him. Graham West. Is he in? Oh, good backing up. Henderson Gale. Magnificent try. Absolute copybook try about backing up. Forwards and backs combining alike. I thought for 1 minute Steve Donlan was on the floor. His ankles were tapped. Along came Graham West. Then Henderson Gale. And that was the try.
Well, this is absolute superb football from Wigan. First break, Kenny, a lovely little break. David Stevenson just latches onto the ball. Inside to Stevie Donlan, puts the ball inside. Graham West up in support. And who's to follow? Henderson Gill off the wing. What a brilliant try.
Yes, a good reply there from Henderson Gill. Now, for normally this should be a comparatively easy kick, but of course Whitfield, the usual kicker, he's been dropped. For David Stevenson, well, he's got it. And I think that will give Stevenson confidence. A lot of talk in midweek about David Stevenson's inability to kick goals, but I remember him kicking goals for his school, Arnold's school at Blackpool, and he was a good kicker then. Danny Campbell, this big Maori forward, now thankfully recovered from a broken ankle, looks to be limbering up to come on. West. To go in this half, still Warrington clinging to that 2-point lead, 8 points to 6. Donlan, oh nice dummy, but well taken. What a fine game is Steve Donlan having. When he comes in, he shows some nice touches, classy footballer. But a scrum down, good tackle from Brian Carver. Read the situation well, didn't take the dummy. Straight out. Penalty to Wigan. Feeding, Andy Gregory doesn't like it, he's having a word with the referee. Get back, Andy. Forward, Case. Wigan looking to take this lead, 2 minutes to half-time, hoping to snatch this lead off Warrington for the half. All good ball to West. And a penalty, yes, rightly so. Bob Jackson holding on to his legs. Now it'll be interesting to see whether Stevenson has confidence in himself to go for goal. And he is.
I think Warrington again here a little bit unlucky. This fellow who takes the ball, Graham West, he's 6'3". Now just watch him. The lad's not holding on, but just watch his kicking. He's kicking all the time, and who'd get away from that?
Well, I think he was kicking, Alec, because, you know, I think he was holding him there. But whatever it is, there's a possibility of 2 points. It's directly in front of the posts. He's already kicked one to his credit, so he should have the confidence from that. Can we win at level scores? Yeah. it's a good one. Good kick. Confident David Stevenson hadn't kicked a goal before this season, but he's put fresh heart into those Wigan fans. 8 points each. So Warrington had an 8-0 lead, now seen it whittled away. Kiss. 40 minutes up into injury time now in the first half. Kiss plays the ball to himself. Here's the hooter, and it's there. Touch judge Mr. Unsworth running on the field to indicate that the hooter had gone. Pat on the back for Jim Smith, and what a fine game the referee has had. I think all credit to him at 8 points each, and there's one of the scorers, Henderson Gill, coming in off the wing, backing up the Wigan pressure. But I still think this game, at 8 points each, could go either way. I think we're in for a lot of tries.
Let's hope so.
Wigan 8,